the Sons of Antiquity present The Hot Take Show. Today's episode,
Trannies.
Hello everyone, welcome back to The Hot Take Show. I'm your host Dan, and I'm joined in the studio by my co-host Evan.
Greetings.
Evan, I have something to confess.
Oh boy, by all means, please share.
With all of these trans women, and by that I mean real women, being honored at the White House with Courage Awards, and being on reality TV, competing in Miss Universe, serving in the United States military, and being a loving wife to the president himself. Well, I've just been so inspired. Their bravery has given me the courage to live my truth. And so as of today, I now choose to live my life as a woman.
Shocking.
Yes, it may come as a surprise to you and our audience, but I feel so much freer and happier now that I can truly be myself.
Well, you don't exactly look like a woman.
Of course, heteronormative cis bigots like you would think I'd need to present like a woman and change my name to express my gender identity, which reminds me, from now on, you can call me
Danielle.
You read it right, folks. Today, we're going to discuss perhaps the most hot-button issue of the current year, transgenderism. Is the science settled? Are transgender people mentally ill or liberated? Is it even our business? Are they out to get our kids? Evan, I know you have some hot takes, so please, start off the discussion.
Gender-confused people have popped up throughout history, but only until very, very recent times have they been considered something other than degenerates and wimps. They used to be called cross-dressers and homosexuals, but now everybody has to firmly believe that they are actually what their own imagination conjures up.
Yes, my name is Shallow Rex Reeves. I am 17 years old. I'm a political science major. My pronouns are he, they, I'm trans.
Not everybody has jumped on the bandwagon, though. Besides the conservative Christians, who you would expect, you have some on the left opposing it. Enter the TERF. The TERF, or trans-exclusionary radical feminist, fights for supposed women's rights and does not include so-called trans women in that definition.
You cannot be serious!
Foremost among TERFs is none other than J.K. Rowling, the hero-turned-villain of social justice. Remember that Rowling is a super progressive far-left feminist and used to be their hero. This is no Ann Coulter.
For the record, Ann Coulter is bae and always will be.
Hey girl.
The trans army assaulted Rowling's social media, commercial enterprises, and reputation with typical brutality, but she stood her ground and managed to launch a highly successful and well-rated Harry Potter video game. And I'm no fan of Rowling as a person or video games, but I say, good for her.
If you buy the Hogwarts Legacy game, you are contributing to transphobia.
That's a man.
Yes, there were people who were protesting and boycotting and destroying the game and spending money to buy the game only to destroy it on social media for virtue points. I don't understand the logic, but I love to see the left eat their own. That was really the best thing that came out of the whole J.K. Rowling TERF drama. I mean, what could be better, you know? It's like the Michael Jackson meme. You just sit back and you watch, you eat your popcorn, and it's a good time. And the left always eats its own, and they always end up infighting. It's so great. It's so glorious.
It's ma'am. It is ma'am.
It's undeniable that the percentage of people who identify as LGBTQIA LMNOP goes up with each generation. In fact, one may say that it is the biggest trend of the 2020s. Is it a liberation of previously underground queer folks, or is it the latest fad?
Absolutely, it's a fad. It's as much of a fad as these girls going on TikTok and starting to develop facial tics and Tourette's syndrome because they're watching Tourette's videos of people who actually do have Tourette's, and then they either just do it subconsciously for attention, or really, I don't know why they do it, but they do it. It's a really serious problem, actually, and this is something very similar.
It appears to have given them a kind of Tourette's syndrome. They're ticking uncontrollably. Popular TikTok videos are playing a role in it.
They see all these people being trans. Oh, it's cool. It will get me attention. It will allow me to be accepted. And so they jump on the bandwagon. And as a general rule, women are like a liquid. They fill the glass that they're put in, right? And the glass is society. So whatever the society's rules are, whatever the general trend in culture is, women will adapt to that. And so the general trends in culture have changed towards the LGBT acceptance. And so women are filling that space.
Like trans women are women, trans men are men, non-binary people are who they say they are.
Okay. You sound insane.
The only narrative you ever hear is about men. It's just interesting. Oh, cutting your dick off. It's never gluing a dick on. It's always, oh, these guys want to cut your son's dick off. So why is it we're just focusing on the men if women are at a greater risk here? I think it's because whether a nation falls or rises is all dependent on its men. And so we have this knee-jerk reaction to men being the victim of transgenderism, because if our men go, our society goes.
I don't know why one gets more publicity. And I guess it's easier to visualize male to female than the other way, so.
You cannot be serious!
And if you got a penis, just keep on it. Don't cut it off.
It's safe to say that transgenderism is both cringe and uniquely detached from reality. It has garnered enough reaction from conservatives and moderates that this may be the first time in recent history that conservatives actually fought hard for something. While conservatives rolled over when abortion, gay marriage, and various other core issues were mandated by activist judges, this might become the hill that many conservatives die on. The stakes are so high that many are willing to make that sacrifice to stop the indoctrination and carnage.
I hope they really dig in and fight this, because this is so absurd. I don't know how you couldn't fight it. I mean, they've let so much go that was already pretty absurd. But this is just on another level. If you roll over and take this, then there's no hope. You will roll over and take anything.
I am getting so tired of this woke world. This woke world.
Ironic.
I saw a tranny in real life the other day.
Really?
I was out at lunch for work, and I walked into this Japanese restaurant, one of my favorite spots. And everybody in there is wearing masks, okay? So it made it hard to identify people just in general. Now, this person who was working behind the counter had long hair that was like tied up in like a messy bun, but it looked very nice, admittedly. It looked like a woman's hair. So that's why it convinced me at first, oh, this is a lady. But when Z came up and took our order, I said, this lady's voice is kind of deep. And this lady's facial hair is kind of thick. Then I got to thinking, maybe this isn't a lady. And as it turns out, I believe she was a he.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
So Dan, what's your final hot take on trannies?
Michelle Obama is really Michael Robinson. Changed my mind.
Obama was raised by a tranny in Indonesia.
Leave Michelle alone.
Michelle Obama.
Here's my final advice to those who think they were born in the wrong body.
Stop it. Get some help.
Just be happy with your vagina.
I am getting so tired of this woke world.